Hey everybody, welcome to the War Boss Fitch channel. Today our 2025 themed list series is moving into the Age of Fantasy. And our themed list for today is the Scorpion King. This whole army list was spawned off of one cool model that I found that I talked about earlier in the week in the video explaining what model agnostic means. So if you want to see how the idea for the list came together, go check that video out. But what we're going to be doing here today is checking out the list itself, and we're going to start off with the army, which is, surprise, surprise, the Mummified Undead. Because, you know, Scorpion King, Mummy, Mummified, you get the idea. Let's check out the list. So here we are, 2,000 points, 9 units, and this is going to be a quick overview before we get to the table. Starting off with the Scorpion King himself, today will be played by a Royal Champion. So using a Royal Champion, because the model is so much bigger than a normal model, I went ahead down here and gave him a War Sphinx, giving extra defense, fear, an extra 12 toughness, and a breath attack, along with 4 stomp attacks. Giving him a great weapon as well, those will represent the big claws of the Scorpion. And then Caster 3, because not only is he a Scorpion King, but he's also undead. I thought that fit. So what do we have for units? Well, I wanted units of Scorpions. So we pulled that off with Beast Riders, saying their heavy claws would be the pincers, the heavy lances would be their stingers. And then I put another Royal Champion in the squad to lead it, who is also on a Royal Beast. Heavy Lance for extra big stingers. And then Venom Expert with Poison Blades, giving the whole unit poison. They are now Scorpions. So we took 2 units of those, 365 apiece. And down here, bigger Scorpions. We use Snake Riders for those. Lances for the stingers. Snake Fangs, we're going to say those are the claws. They come with poison. And because the models I used look extra spiky, I gave them armored. Then we got 2 Scarab Swarms. And then Great Scorpions, 2 of those to round out the list. So this ends up being a very cavalry heavy list. We've got 2 squads of Beast Riders, they are fast. We got 2 Snake Rider squads, they are also fast. Scarab Swarms that can ambush, and Great Scorpions that can also ambush. The Royal Champion, our Scorpion King, he's not fast, but he is a tanky boy. And out on the battlefield today, they're going to be taking on the Volcanic Dwarfs. We saw those at the very last Age of Fantasy video of last year. So let's go out to the table and relive the bad CGI of the early 2000s.
Welcome back to the garage, everybody. This is the army that we have for you this week. We just talked about it in the beginning of the video, and we even did a video on model agnostic stuff that will show you the whole thought process behind this army. So what do we have today? We have this Scorpion King, who is actually just a Royal Champion on a War Sphinx, rocking Caster 3. We have 2 squads of 10 Beast Riders here. They're all decked out as Scorpions, and each one has a Royal Champion who has the poisoned blades, giving them all poison. Next, we have 2 squads of 3 Snake Riders, which I made into Scorpions. 2 squads of 3 Scarab Swarms. And then up here we have 2 Great Scorpions, which are our constructs. So that's what we have on the field today. Let's check out their opponent. Their opponent today are the Volcanic Dwarfs that we saw a couple weeks ago with the last Age of Fantasy video. We have a Magma Champion riding a Fire Drake, Volcanic Leader with a squad of Berserkers with Doom Call, so they are not slow. Another Volcanic Leader with Berserker Guards, again with Doom Call, so they are not slow. 6 Fire Elementals, 2 Fuego Lizards, 2 Great Fire Elementals, and that's it. Let's check out the board. So here is the board. We are working with a very open board today. We have a couple of farmhouses with some fields. Fields are going to be difficult terrain, and then the houses are going to be solid houses. So blocking line of sight, something we got to move around. Let's see how many objectives we have. Looks like we're going to have 4 today. So here we are, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, Uncle C gets a choice. Do you want to play the Scorpion King, or do you want to play Fire Dwarves?
I loved the Mummy Returns, so I'm going with the Scorpion King.
All right, he's going to play the mummies. He's going to play the Scorpion King, and then I am going to play the Fire Dwarves. We'll be back after deployment. So here's our deployment. We got a unit of Beast Riders, Great Scorpion, War Sphinx, Snakes, Great Scorpion, Riders, more Snakes. And then those guys over there, they're going to ambush, but we're keeping them on the table in the corner so we don't forget about them. And on the Volcanic Dwarf side, we got the Fire Elementals, the Berserkers, Big Guy, Big Elementals, Berserker Guards, and our 2 Fire Lizards over here on the side. So at the beginning of turn number 1, both armies are arrayed on the field. The Scorpion King and his army definitely have the angle on speed. Let's see if the Volcanic Dwarves are going to be able to do anything on turn number 1. So let's see who's going to go first. Scorpion King gets a 4, and the Fire Dwarves going to 4. Yep, there we go again. Fire Dwarves going to 3. So, for real? 1. 5, there you go. Scorpion King's going to go first. First activation, we got a Great Scorpion moving on to that objective. And in response, we are going to have the Fire Elementals move forward to there. Our unit of Snake Riders, who are our big armored scorpions, moving forward to there. First elemental, or first big elemental, moving out to there. Second Great Scorpion, onto the objective. Second Greater Elemental, moving up right next to the first one. Unit of Beast Rider and all of that fun stuff moving forward. All right, we got our guards. I gave them the battle call, and then they have well, I screwed up. This is supposed to be a musician, but it's a stick. So they're going to go 13, all gas, no brakes, to there. More big scorpions coming around the building. Magma Drake time. It's going to go forward 12 to there. Then we're going to do some magical shenanigans. So our Magma Champion on the Fire Drake here is going to attempt to cast Firestorm onto that unit there. Firestorm takes 2 caster points. He is a caster 2, putting everything into it, looking for a 4. And it's going to fail. Second unit of Beast Riders, they are going to move this way. As he gets those all straightened up. Next unit is going to be these Berserkers. They have the stick, so they're going to go 13 inches forward, avoiding all the difficult terrain. To put them there. Last activation for the Scorpion King army is the Scorpion King himself. Oh. Moving to there. So the Scorpion King is going to cast Vengeance over here at the Berserker Guard. 3 points, looking for a 4. It's going to go off. Boom! So that's a blasted 12. There's only 11 models in the squad, so it counts as 11 hits. And then those are the guards who do have regeneration. So saving out of 5. Save 4. Then regeneration. As I missed the box. So I save 2 more. So they're going to have 5 go down. That is just above half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So the Scorpion King, everything he has has already been activated. We're going to take our 2 lizards and we're going to move them forward 6. We're going to go from tip to tip. Tip to tip. 12-inch range. They're going to be able to fire at the Scorpion King. So they each have 2 shots apiece. They are blast weapons, but it's only a single entity, so it's going to be 1 hit per. and they are reliable, so hitting on a 2. So we got 4 hits. Saving on a 3, it's going to be fine. At the end of turn number 1, both armies are just trying to cover the distance to get into close combat with each other. We've had some spells thrown around, some fireballs launched. On turn number 2, this is where the fireworks start. At the beginning of turn number 2, we have the ambushers showing up. We got both of the swarms showing up in the backfield of the dwarves. So now they're going to have to turn back around and deal with them. First activation, turn number 2, the Scorpion King is going in against the Magma Drake. Before attacking the Magma Drake, we're going to get vengeance again on the other squad of Berserkers. And it goes off with a 6. So again, we got 11 in the squad, so it only gets 11 hits, saving on a 5. Saving 5, which means they are going to lose 6. The squad does not have regeneration. They're going to need a morale test on a 4, which they fail, but they are fearless. They still fail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and stunned. Starting off the attacks with a breath attack on the big guy. It's going to go off. 3 to AP 1, looking for a 4 to save, so it's going to take 2. With regeneration, still takes 2. 3 attacks at AP 3. 3 hits, saving on a 6. Failed 2, regeneration, saved to both. And 4 attacks at AP 1. 2 hits. Failed 1. And no regeneration, so the Magma Dragon has taken 3 wounds. So the Magma Champion fighting back. 1 attack at AP 4 with damage of a 3. That's going to be a hit. Saving on a 6. Fail. So Scorpion King takes 3. 6 attacks rending on a 3. So we got 2 misses, 2 hits, and 2 AP 4s. AP 4s fail. The other 2 pass. And then 4 stomps. 3 hits. That's going to pass all 3. So the Scorpion King took 5. The Magma Drake took 3. We both have fear of 2. So morale test for the Scorpion King. And he's going to pass. So the Magma Drake is down to 12. And the Scorpion King is down to 10. There we go. This unit of fire elementals, they are going to launch themselves across and into the Beast Riders. So the fire elementals, 3 attacks apiece, hitting on a 4 with rending. It's a lot of 1s and 2s. So we only got 5 hits, but 4 of those are AP 4. The AP 4s saved 1. The other one saved on a 4. Fail, so he's going to lose 4. Now fight back time. Time for their claws. Hitting on a 4. They got 4 hits. These are AP 2. Saving on a 6. Failed all of them. Then Elemental gives me another 6. Failed them all, so it's 4 so far. Tails attacks. 5 hits. These are AP 1, so saving on a 5. Save 2. And then no more. So that's 7. Okay, the Royal Champ hitting on 3. 2 hits. AP 1. Fail 1. Elemental. Still fail. Then his Lance attack. It's going to miss. So the Elementals took 8 wounds. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, let's pull him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll go 7, 8. Time for morale test. On a 4. They're going to fail, but they are fearless. And they still fail. For real. This is going to be one of them games where the war boss cannot pass a morale test. Even with fearless. Stunned. Great Scorpion going to charge into a Great Elemental. Hitting on a 4. We got 1 hit. Saving on a 5. Passes. And we got 1 more hit from the tail. Saving on a 3 because there's no AP on that one. And it passes. Greater Fire Elemental fighting back on a 4. These are rending with no rending. We got 4 hits. Saving on 3, it's going to take 1. Losing combat by 1, the Greater Scorpion rolls a morale test and fails. So it is just stunned. So he is stunned, backs up an inch. And is down to 5. So over here on the flank, we're going to have one of our lizards go forward 6, and then it is going to burninate that unit of scorpions. Reliable hit number 2. 2 hits. Blast of 3 turns into 6 at AP 1. Saving on a 5. That's going to be 4 dead scorpions. Squee! Or whatever sound they make.
Crunch.
The larger scorpions are going to try to find their way. Just go around the back.
Giggity.
They're going to try to find their way through to attack the big guy. Starting off with 6 impact hits out of 2. They all hit. Saving out of 3. It's going to take 2 right there. Oh, wait. Regeneration. Yep, still takes 2. Starting with the lances. They got 2 hits. AP 1, looking for a 4. Fail 1. Regen. It's good. And the tails. 2 hits. AP nothing. They pass. So the Magma Champion on the Drake is fatigued, looking for a 6 for the big attack. No. 6s for the rending attacks. No. And 6s for the stomp. 1 whole stomp at AP 1. Saving on a 4. Takes 1. So the Magma Drake has fear of 2. It was 2 to 1. Now it is 2 to 3. So the snakes need a morale test, and they fail. Time for the undead rolls. Take an additional 3 wounds. So it's going to be 1 guy, and then 1 is down to 2 wounds left, and we're going to bounce this guy back over here to back him up an inch, maybe something like that. Which, hey, look at that scorpion over there. See, this is Warboss Fitz makes mistakes and forgets what undead is when I'm not playing the army. So for that, the big scorpion over there, we're going to roll 5 dice. So he's going to take 2 more and not stunned. Yeah, back to that. Just to show you that I do make mistakes, but sometimes I catch them. Hee hee. So over here, we're going to do the same thing with this lizard that we did with the last one. Put him up 6 and then burninate that direction. 2 fireballs. 2 hits. Save it on a 5. It's going to take another 3. Okay. Now it's time for morale test over there. He's going to fail. Undead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 5 down that's going to leave. Well, let's get over there. It takes those out, and this guy is going to be down to 2. Second great scorpion into the already stunned berserkers. 3 attacks, AP 2. We got 2 hits, and then 3 attacks with poison. 1 hit there. So the AP 2 on a 6, and then on a... Well, it's poisoned, that one, so I got to re-roll it. So we're going to lose 2. So they lose 2. And then they get to fight back, but they are all fatigued and stunned and stuff. So the Volcanic Leader on a 6. Nothing. Berserkers on a 6. Oh, 1 hit. It is AP 2, looking for a 5. It passes. So they would normally have to take a morale test here because they lost combat, but because they are already fatigued, they automatically fail. So that means they take off running. Next activation, we're going to have these Berserker Guard charge into this great scorpion. Starting off with our Volcanic Leader, looking for a 4 for 1 hit. AP nothing. That's going to pass. Then we got 5 of the guard left, hitting on a 3. 2 hits at AP 2. Save on a 5. Failed both. Now the scorpion gets to fight back, hitting on a 6. 3 at AP 2. Nothing. 3 poisoned. Nothing. Morale test for the scorpion. Fail. You got 1 wound left. And it's going to crumble. Scratch. Crush. Whatever. Sound effects. Woo!
Squeesh.
Squeesh. And then they go through 3. Gonna have the Scorpion Squad charge into the Fire Elementals. Huzzah! Scorpions hitting on a 6. Their first round, we got nothing. The second round with their poison lances, nothing. Royal Champ first attacks. There's 1 there, and then we're gonna throw his other one in there. Hey, he's got 2 hits. So they both end up being AP2 because one is a lance and the other one is regular AP2. They are both poisoned. Save them both. Wait, no. Save one. And then Elemental does not care about poison, but it still fails, so it's going to take 1 wound. So over here, that will be that guy with 1 wound left is dead. The squad is still fatigued, but they do get to fight back. 3 attacks each, hitting on a 6. We got 1 hit, and it is rending, so that's AP4. Hitting on a 6. Fail. So he pulls off 1 Scorpion, and we tie 1-1. So the Scorpion's going to back up, and that's the end of combat. This Greater Fire Elemental is going to attack right there. All right, for the Greater Fire Elemental, 6 attacks, hitting on a 4 with rending. 3 misses, 2 regular hits, and then 1 at AP4. Save on a 6, that's 1 fail, and the other 2 save on a 2. So they're both going to pass. So 1 wound on the big guy. 3 at AP3 on a 6. Nothing. 4 at AP1 on a 6. Ooh, 1 hit. Fail, but Elemental still fails. So 1 and 1. Fear of 2 for the Scorpion King. Fear of 1 for the Elemental. Elemental lost combat. Morale test. He's going to pass. So the Scorpion King goes down to 9. This guy backs up an inch. Goes down to 5. So we got our big Scorpions. They're going to whittle their way or wiggle their way through there and charge into Magma Drake. 6 impacts. 6 hits. Saving on a 3. Ooh, takes 1. With regen. Still takes 1. Blacks are the poison attacks. Hitting on a 4. So the white dice are lances, so they're going to be AP1. And the black dice are just the poison. Poison on a 3. Saved. Wait, they're poison. Got to reroll those 6s. Still passed. And Lance is looking for a 3. They pass. So for the Magma Champ, his big attack, that's going to hit. AP4 with 3 damage. Save on a 6. Fail. Everything else we're going to do, blacks are the stomps at AP1. Everything else is the rating on a 6. So we have 2 at AP4 and 1 AP1. Whites are saving on a 6. Blacks are on a 4, 5. So 2 more wounds go through. Morale test for the Scorpions. They're going to pass. So 1 is gone. 1 is down to 1. If I get the dice there. There we go. So all the Volcanic Dwarfs have left are these 2 models here. We're going to activate this one next and attack the Scorpion King. He's already fought at the beginning of the turn, so 6 attacks on a 6 for nothing. 3 at AP3 on a 6. Ooh, 1 hit. Fail. Ethereal, nope. AP1 on a 6. We got 2 hits. On a 4. Passed them both. So, Fire Elemental lost combat. Fails his morale test, but he is fearless. Still fails. So, back up. Down to 5. And the dreaded Stunned Marble. So we got that guy charging in there. Hitting on the 3. The whites are the lance, and the black is just the poison attack. So we got 3 hits. So on charging, they're all going to be AP2. That's going to be 3 dead. No regeneration because all those attacks are poison. So he killed 3 down to 2, and the champion. Champion is going to be the whites, hitting on a 6. We got 1 hit at AP2. Saving on a 6. He's going to fail, but he still wins combat. Morale test for the dwarves. They're going to fail. Fearless. They're going to fail. And because they are now under half strength, they're going to take off running. It's the last activation for the Volcanic Dwarfs. We're going to have Mr. Magma Drake here charge into those scorpions. But before he attacks, he is going to launch a firestorm at that squad of scorpions back there. And then breath attack here, and then his fatigued attacks. So for firestorm, I need a 4. And it fails. Breath attack. Fails. Big attack. Fails. The rendings are white, stomps are blacks. 1 stomp, 1 hit at AP1. Saving on a 4. It passes. Lances are white. Nothing. So a big group of nothing, but my dragon is scary. Morale test for the scorpions. And they're going to pass. Absolutely stunning display by my biggest 500-point model on the board. Good job, buddy. So no more dwarfs to go this turn. We're going to move 1 squad of swarms to here. And the other squad of swarms to come and hang out on that objective. Turn number 2 is over, and the fire dwarves are having a whole lot of morale problems. The scorpions are skittering across the board. The little swarms have popped up to steal backfield objectives. Let's see what happens as we move into turn number 3. First activation for turn number 3, we are going to have the Magma Drake. He is going to charge into this squad of scorpions there. He is then going to Fire Breath the Scorpion King and try to Firestorm this squad here. Let's see if he could do anything, unlike last turn where just he flatlined. Starting off with Firestorm on a 4. Of course. Breath attack on a 2. At least that one hit. 3 saves on a 3. Ooh, Scorpion King's going to take 2 right there. The 1 big attack from the Magma Drake, that's going to miss. Everything else on a 3. So we got 3 at AP nothing, 2 at AP 1, and 1 at AP 4. 1 fail there. 2 saves. And a fail. So the Scorpion King went down to 7. Those 2 take this one out, and then that means that this Scorpion is going to be able to fight back. Hitting on 4s. We got the 1 at AP 1 hit. And it passes. Morale test. It's gonna fail. Undead roll. It's only gonna take 1. Putting him down to 2 and backing up an inch. And then the Scorpion King is gonna go in for his fights. So the Scorpion King is gonna cast Desecration, putting all of his points into it for a 3-up. It's gonna go off. 1 hit at AP 4 for deadly 3. It's gonna fail, so it takes 3. But then regen, it's still going to take 3. Breath attack against the fire elemental. It's going to hit. It's going to take 2 wounds. But elemental, it still takes 2. Okay, so the whites are AP 3. The blacks are AP 1. AP 1, going to be 1 fail there. Fails the regen. AP 3, fail. Fails the regen. So now the Magma Drake fights back. Big attack. Oh, it hits. Saved on a 6. That's going to be 3 damage. And the rest of the attacks on a 6. The whites are the rending hits. No rending, but 2 AP 1s. Saved on a 3. Passed them both. So morale test for the Magma Champion. He's going to pass. Morale test for the Fire Elemental is going to pass. Fire Elemental is down to 3, and then the Magma Drake is down to 4. This Fire Dragon is going to go 6 to here, and then going to reach out with his fireballs and hit that squad over there. 2 reliable shots, 6 hits, saving on a 5. He's going to lose 5. Leaving just the champion there. Time for a morale test. It's going to pass. So that leader is going to charge into the side of the fire elementals, who are going to get our little movement to wrap. 4 attacks. 3 of them are lance. 1 of them is just AP 2, so they're all AP 2. So we got 3 hits. Saving on a 6. Pass 2. Then elemental on the last one, so they take 1 wound. They are stunned, so fighting back on a 6. Ooh, we got 2 6s. 2 at AP 4. It fails. It really fails. Morale test. It's gonna fail the morale test. Undead roll. It's good. So Scorpion's down to 1, and one of the elementals is down to 2. And the Scorpion backs up an inch. This Fire Lizard is going to go forward 6 and then turn to burninate that Scorpion. 2 shots, reliable on a 2. 2 hits, AP 1. 2 fails, it's going to be gone. Spoosh. That Scorpion charging into the big guy. Impacts. 2 impacts. 2 saves. Black is poison and whiff. Big attack from the Drake misses. The rest of the attacks, the whites are the rending. 2 hits at AP1 and 1 at AP4. So it takes 1 wound. Morale test. It's going to fail. Undead test. It's good. So Scorpion's down to 1. It moves back an inch. We're going to have this guy here charge into the Scorpion King. 6 attacks on a 4 with rending. No rending, but 3 hits. Saving on a 2. He's good. Scorpion King fights back. We got 2 hits, 1 at AP3, 1 at AP1. AP1 looking for a 4. And then AP3 looking for a 6. Failed the 6. Ethereal. Failed Ethereal. Morale test. Passed. So he is down to 2 and backs up an inch. So we got these Scorpions are going in next. Packs. 4 hits on a 3. They're all good. Everything else on a 3. 2 hits. Those are the poison hits. Saving on a 3. Ooh, failed 1. Cannot regenerate it because it is poison. So, big attack. Hits. Saving on a 6. That's a dead Scorpion. Then we have 2 rending hits. Saving on a 6. 1 goes through. So with the deadly, it knocks this guy out completely. And then puts this one on 2. Morale test time. Morale test. Undead saves. Down to 1. So this one is down to 1. Moves back an inch. This one's gone. So for the volcanic turn, they're going to recover there using a hold action. The big Scorpion is going in there. Roll them dice.
So these are A3 to AP2. Hitting on 4.
Okay, so there's 2 hits at AP2.
These are just A3 poison.
1 more hit with poison. So poison on 3, fail. And the AP2 look for 5, fail both. Regen, fail both. And that is finally that. Taking his last 3 wounds, the dragon crumbles. Last activation for the Volcanic Dwarfs. This guy is going to hold and recover. That swarm is going to charge into the fire elementals. 9 attacks, hitting on a 6. They got 2. Saving out a 4. Passed 1, but because of poison, have to re-roll that 6. Fail 1. 9 attacks back. Fatigued. 4 hits. 4 saves on a 6. They pass 2. Morale test for the swarm. Fail. Undead roll. Ooh. So this guy goes down to 1. But then because of all the undead rolls, these guys go down. And he's got 2 wounds left. Final activation of the turn. That squad over there just holds. So turn number 3 finally saw the Magma Dragon fall. But there were a lot of Scorpions taken off the board. So the game is turning into a race of attrition to see who has what left that could put their feet onto objectives. Moving on to turn number 4. First activation for the Volcanic Dwarfs. This guy is going to take off running to sit on that objective.
Charge here.
Okay.
Breath here.
Okay.
Cast here.
Okay.
No. Cast here.
Okay. Casting first. Desecration. Putting everything into it. It goes off. Saving on a 6. Fail. Elemental saves. Ooh, he saves 2 of them. So he takes 1 wound. That's enough to cause a morale test, which he fails, but he is fearless. He's good. Taking this guy down to 3. Breath attack goes off, saving on a 4. He's good. And then the attacks into the fire lizard. 2 hits at AP 3. And then 2 hits at AP 1. AP 3 looking for a 6. 2 fails. AP 1 looking for a 4. 2 fails. So it takes 4 wounds. It's down to 2. Then it fights back on a 4. 1 hit. AP 1. It passes. Morale test for the Fuego Lizard. It passes. So Fuego is down to 2. Back up an inch. This fire elemental is going to charge into this swarm back there. 6 attacks, hitting on a 4. For 2. Saving all 6. Takes 1. 9 attacks back. For nothing. Morale test on the swarm. It passes. Wow. Putting him down to 2 and back it up an inch. That big scorpion is going to charge into there. Impact. Ooh, 2 hits. 2 saves. 1 hit with poison. And the lance hits because it's +1 when you charge. So the poison looks for a 4. Passes. And then the lance passes. 6 attacks. 3 at AP 4. That's a dead scorpion. Extra crunchy. Fuego Lizard at the back. Let's go shoot at him. 2 shots. 2 hits. AP 1. 2 saves. Great scorpion going there. Okay, so AP 2. 1 hit. Then the poison attacks. Nothing. Saving on a 6. Fail. Elemental. Fail. So that's going to take him out, and then the rain has started coming down. 6 attacks back. 4 hits, none of them are rending. Saving on a 3. Fails 2. So the big scorpion goes down to 4. They caused 2, he caused 1. He has fear of 1. It ends up being a tie. Last Fuego Lizard is going to move to here, and then it is going to fire at that hero that only has 1 wound left. 2 shots. 2 hits. AP 1. He gone. Boo. So then this scorpion, using fast, is going to charge all the way over there into him. Impacts. 2 hits. On a 4. Ooh, 1 goes through. Elemental. It goes through. Rest on a 3. 2 hits. The AP 1 fails, and then the poison. Oh, reroll for poison. Fails. Elemental. Fail, fail. So that is going to kill off this elemental and allow the scorpion its 3 inches of wiggle to get onto the objective. This squad over here, they're just going to hold here just to contest that. They'll hold over there as well, those swarms, because there's no point there. But over here, for all the marbles, this swarm is going to attack right there. 9 attacks on a 6. We got 2 hits, saving on a 4. Fails 1. Elemental. Takes 1. 6 attacks back on a 6. Nothing. Morale test for the elemental. It passes. He goes down to 1, but he's still alive. So at the end of turn number 4 and the end of the game, we end up with a tie. 2 contested objectives and 1 objective for each team. The Scorpion King list is definitely a fun and fluffy list, and they're going to stick around for one more go in the cycle. let's go ahead and go inside to see who they're going to be fighting next time.
So here we are back inside at the Wheel of Bad Decisions. What I've done, just to make it a little bit more random for me so I don't know what's coming up, I have taken all of the options here. Yes, there are 34 different armies, and you can see that there are some that are other creator armies I have in this list here. So let's see who the Scorpion King is going to be taking on in 2 weeks. Alright, the wheel is decided. In 2 weeks, the Change Demons will be on the field. So that'll do it for the video this week. I hope you guys like the theme list ideas that we have coming. And if you have an idea for a themed list, just go ahead and pop it down in the comments. None of this is set in stone, and the armies that have not made it to a video this year, I could always change up on the back end. And if you liked what you saw, make sure that you hit the like button on the video. So that'll do it for us this week. I hope you guys are having fun playing OPR wherever you are. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.